What's up everyone, and welcome back to yet another video about The Division. Information Annex number 8 is upon us, titled Building a Better Agent. Community developer Yannick Banchero sat down with some of the game designers to talk all about the character progression of The Division, covering everything from Dark Zone ranks to the talents and perks, which we haven't known anything about until now. If I butchered your name, Yannick, I'm sorry. I'll get it right one day. This article gives us another glimpse of just how this game is going to function as an RPG. So with that in mind, let's break this down piece by piece. First, they briefly describe the progression of your character, saying that as you level up, you gain access to more advanced technology, unlock new modifications, and talents. All of the enemies are tied to a level, just like your character, and if you decide to take on some enemies more powerful than you, and they absolutely wreck your face, you will then be spawned at a safe distance away and can try again. But be wary, because there could be new dangers waiting for you. So this basically is saying you will have the chance to respec and figure out what loadout will work best for the situation you're in. The Dark Zone is a unique place. Not only is it the Division's only PvP area, it also has its own unique leveling system. Only it's not exactly a leveling system. It functions more like a PvP ranking system would. They didn't explain how you would increase this rank exactly, but I would imagine by killing AI enemies and rogue agents, you would gain rank. When you do raise your Dark Zone rank, it will give you access to, quote, superior equipment and crafting recipes at specific vendors, end quote. Did you hear that? Crafting recipes? Crafting is still here, and there are actually recipes for it. They didn't say anything more about this system, but it's good to know it's still in the game. And there's a whole ranking system that is tied to one aspect of it in the Dark Zone rank. Hopefully we'll get to see this in action in the coming weeks, because quite honestly, we don't know anything about crafting and its actual depth within the game. But anyways, back to the article. Not only is a Dark Zone rank tied to gear available at specific vendors, it also allows you to access higher level crates scattered within the Dark Zone. But how this plays out in-game exactly is still unknown. Unlike your regular leveling system, you can lose Dark Zone rank progression. If you die, or if you go rogue, will cause the rank to drop. Going rogue causes it to drop more significantly than just simply dying. And each level of rogue status has its consequences, meaning rogue level 1 might cause you to lose 100 Dark Zone XP, but rogue level 5 will cause you to lose 1000 XP. This is all speculation, but this seems what they're trying to say. Now, all this is the risk versus reward aspect that plays into the Dark Zone. If you want access to all the vendor gear and the crafting recipes, you need to have a certain level of Dark Zone rank. But to do that, you need to play nice and not die. Going rogue, or even engaging a rogue agent, puts you at risk. Do you try to kill a rogue agent and possibly gain more rank by doing that, as well as that agent's gear? Or do you play it safe and mind your own business while watching your back? Or do you go all out rogue and throw your Dark Zone rank numbers out the window and start killing everything in sight of hoping of scoring some sweet loot at someone else's expense? The beauty in all this is the choices you have, and the choice begins before you ever set foot into the Dark Zone. Do you brave the people in the world in hopes of finding some sweet loot? Or do you stick to your own world and progress that way? You decide. Do you like explosions, a more tactical and controlled approach, or do you prefer charging at an enemy with a riot shield? Skills are one of the aspects of the game that help define the player's role the most, says Drew Reckner, one of the game designers working on The Division. Skills are some of the more known items in the game at this point, but this article delves a little deeper into what we didn't know. As we've discussed before, skills will allow for us to customize our playstyle by equipping the right skills for the right situation. Now, if you want to get the full skill loadout options available in the game, you're gonna have to do a little more than just wander around the city killing bad guys and gaining XP. Skills are earned by completing missions within the game. What these missions are and where we will find them, well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. The same goes for modifications. As I talked about in one of my recent videos, each skill has modification slots, and each one will change how the skill behaves. A perfect example is this auto turret. When it's first deployed, it fires bullets, but slap the Dragon Breath mod onto it, and oh yeah, Flamethrower Turret has entered the game. The other mod we see gives the turret increased damage and a pulse, which reveals the location of the current target to all members in the squad, similar to the pulse scan skill, but it's only for the turret's currently targeted enemy. Before we move on, take a look at the assigned slots of the skill menu. In my recent video, you can see LB, LB plus RB, and RB as assignable slots, but here LB is locked. This is probably because this character is currently only level 3 and needs to play more missions to unlock that slot. The final thing mentioned about skills involves character appearance. Imagine you have the auto turret equipped. Well, your character is going to show that in some way. The same goes for all the skills. Not only do they have a use, but they also play into your overall looks. Pretty cool, right? So you have another choice. Do you want to have the best loadout or the best looks? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Talents are another way to customize your playstyle to how you want it. And similar to the skills and skill mods, they are unlocked by your mission progress. Talents provide special abilities to your character by performing certain actions in the game. The one we see here is called Precision. It activates when the player headshots an enemy at full health. When you do that, you're going to get a 25% damage buff to headshots for the next 10 seconds. Pretty dang cool. You can have up to 4 talents active at once, so this is going to give everyone the ability to fine-tune exactly how they want to play this game. Finally, they talked briefly about perks. Perks are a one-time activation, unlock and instantly benefit kind of mechanic. The only perks they mention though give you the ability to carry more items and carry more crafting materials. Again, with the crafting, stop teasing us already. These are the things that define a higher level character from a lower one. The more perks you have, the more badass you're going to be. And these are also tied to mission progression. So if you want to be badass, take back New York. Well, that's going to do it for this video. What do you think of this bombshell of information? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. Drop a like if you enjoyed, sub for more The Division content. This has been Boomslang, and I'll see you in the next one.